fans might think that running through the tee is reserved for the Volunteers of Tennessee. But the Trojans here at the vet would strongly disagree as we are set for a showdown on the Wiregrass. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bobcats will kick it away first. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Gonna run it. It's Meadows. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Crowder. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try it over the left side. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got it looking for the first down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On 4th down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless, and you know that you're losing possession and you're coming off the field.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Crowder. Get it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He might want another play. Toss sweep to the right. Slithers into space. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, you're seeing the versatility of this running back right now in these last two plays. They threw it to him on the last first down to get this first down, and then handed it to him to get another first down. It seems like giving this guy the football is a pretty good idea.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Let's go! They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown Trojans. Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it to the right. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bobcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Navarro. Grab near the marker, it's Hendricks. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leads it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
And the Bobcats have this offense rolling. The option look. He'll pitch it. Shakes off the defender. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that one.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The sure hands, it's Williams. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
We've come to the end of the period. It's Troy holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Hands it off on the counter. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Bruno. Breaks into the open. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. pass when they're staring at a 2nd and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. Back to pass, it's Navarro. He wants it all. Touchdown, Ohio! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Fires to the tight end. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Connor. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback. See the big fella. Wait for him to get open. Hit him. Get him nice positive gain.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line, because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
And the Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Crowder. Got the back over the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
The Trojans are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving.
Wants to go up top. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback, really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Just keeps slinging it. Got a man. It's Meadows. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
And the Trojans will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Connor. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. And the timing just a hair off.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Quickly to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this one is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Navarro. And that one's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Going right to work up top. Pulls it in. It's Meadows. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. To the air, it's Crowder. Got a man in the middle. Turning it on. Touchdown, Trojans. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pearson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Intercepting, the defense has set him up.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Crowder. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
And the Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Troy!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Looking to pass. It's Navarro. Lets it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Dortch. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio takes over the Bobcat offense, heads to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Toss to the outside. At the 45 on its way. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Under fire! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Oh, he makes the catch. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on third down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Hines is tight end. There he goes. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Navarro. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
He splits the uprights. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Dortch. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll give it to the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes a catch at the 10. He gets a block. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Navarro. Trying to set up the screen. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inch, you just have to go execute. And they do it, though.
So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Touchdown, Bobcats! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Oh, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Crowder. The short hands, it's Taylor. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Higgins.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Meadows. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Trojans are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 35. He's loose down the left side. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10.
42, Spider. 4-2.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Meadows. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. All by himself down the middle. He's inside the 40. The 20. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
You know, David, I like the play call in this situation of the game, putting it on the ground, trying to be physical deep down in your opponent's territory, trying to break this tie and win the game, but, man, you've got to have better ball security.
Yeah, and you got to find a way defensively to make plays. And it doesn't matter how pretty it is, but they did it just that. Like, make a play, late in the game, tie ball game, force a turnover, give your offense now a chance to go win this football game for you.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we... The fourth all tied up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play.
Here we go. Ready?
Back has it. Touchdown, Ohio! They move on top here in the 4th. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Dortch. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
Nah, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Back to pass, it's Crowder. Grab near the marker, it's Higgins. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? And it's caught inside the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Higgins. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Scanning the field, it's Crowder. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wants to throw again. Bring in the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Oh, the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Going to the running game. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll try to pop the draw. Got enough for the first. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The give as they work on that clock.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Looking for a crease to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Bobcats are flying down the field. To the ground with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to impose their will with the run. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Bobcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Navarro. Right on the money. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Caught over the middle, it's Bruno. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Got room to work.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Going with the ground game left. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.